starting YouTube again as I enter a new phase, a new stage of what it means to be doing what I'm doing or not doing. And I guess the real question is why would I start YouTube now and have another platform to do something when I've got Instagram and I used to be on Twitter? And what it is about this journey that has really kicked off this desire to be on YouTube. Feels like a new part of the journey I'm trying to make and create for myself. Whenever you have a lot of change, and it sometimes promotes or prompts even a review in who you are and what you value and what the next step is. And I think I've achieved so much in this short period. You know, I've been graduated for the best part of 6 years now, and I've managed to do so much. And I'm very blessed to be in a situation that I'm in because of all the work that I put in and because of all the opportunities that have been given to me in this short period. And I realized that part of that journey has been me looking for opportunity and creating my own opportunity and having a mix of luck and people seeing their potential that they feel I have to bring to whatever it is, be it veterinary related or not. And I think I'm at this point now where I feel like I've achieved so much and I've done it all for regards to what my journey in veterinary medicine was supposed to be. I've always wanted to be a vet since I was 3-4 years old, before I knew what it meant, and it's very cliche. And now I'm at this point where I did it. I've been on TV doing vet stuff, which is just the pinnacle. I've been I am still an exotics vet, done a certificate in it. And I've never been really a goal-setting, objective-setting person. But I think even now, even more so now, I realise that what is next for me is something bigger than what the veterinary role, traditional role, has given me, which is a sense of purpose in an academic way. But now I realise that whilst my priorities are shifting and feeling very gracious about the opportunities that have been handed to me, I realise there's something new for me that's coming up. I think what I've learned about my own process in the last few years is that there's a huge amount of disillusionment in many fields, careers, because it just feels like a grind. There's a lot of disillusionment because people realise there's a big world out there and their access to it is becoming smaller and smaller and smaller. And as a result of that, we have so many different versions of the type of reality we want to live. And veterinary medicine is part of that. You know, with the massive amounts of corporatization of the veterinary medicine world, and people feeling like they're having to work harder and harder and harder for less and less and less. And also that in their personal lives, access to certain facilities, access to ability to live on their own, you know, the greater disillusionment of what it means to be a person and people's mental health, and so many different factors that make a life worth living have made being a vet so much more difficult. And I think new grads and people who are technically in my millennial stage of living are also feeling. And I realized that one thing that I've always come back to as an individual is the power of sharing and you know, exchanging knowledge and curiosity and just the capacity to be a community. And I feel like so much about this world that we're in is losing that, and people are fighting for ways to re-engage with that. And you know, I'm not beyond that. In fact, I feel like I'm very keen to promote and protect opportunities to to celebrate community. And so it kind of comes back to why I've decided to invest in this way and give you an idea of why YouTube is a good vessel for me. And I feel like YouTube is a good vessel for me because I feel like it's an opportunity to continue to be engaged with the world around me in a way that feels real and authentic. And that's the exact reason why I started Dready Vet back in 2013. Very TLDR, I did my first year of uni, I got loads of great grades, and I felt emptier than ever. And I'd spent all this time working so hard to get into veterinary uni, and I'd basically like aced the year, had all top grades, and I just felt emptier than I'd had done. And the satisfaction of being a really good student and doing so well just felt so unrewarding, and I generally felt empty. I felt sick because I'd committed myself so much. And I feel like in a weird way I'm coming to that moment now in veterinary medicine where I have to re-engage with the community of the world that I'm in, on a career level at least, because I feel I need something new. And Dready Vet started with community. It started with me trying to find something new and a way to connect with the world that I knew was there, and this is why I'm here. So effectively, YouTube is an opportunity for me to do that. So I've spent money, I've got this nice fancy camera, drawing a line in the sand and creating this space, which I've tried to do it before, but I feel more committed to it than I ever have, to create a space where you get to have access to not just me as an individual in a more sincere, open sense, because I feel Instagram and TikTok I've tried and I've always felt quite fleetingly inauthentic doing that. It's very hard to maintain, and I feel like a more long form version of who I am and share with the world and just give it the time and space it deserves is really good opportunity for me to feel connected to whoever might take something from it. So what is this channel going to be? And I'm unsure already at the moment whether I'm going to keep the old videos up. I probably will. I'll probably keep the India videos up because it's nice for me to see that progression, and I am proud of that. In fact, I will. Let's just be clear. Let's just keep everything up, and just show the journey that I've been on, trying to connect in the long form way. And I've tried the Casey Neistat way and different angles and but I think actually just have a long form space to actually make it feel like I'm having a conversation with you. So what I'm doing now is talking to you, and I want whoever's watching to feel like they're here with me, that we're having a real conversation and sharing with each other. And that's why I've got this space. I'm sat in my car, a place where quite often when I come home from work, I will just sit for 20 minutes quietly and just sit and think about things. It's one of my safe spaces. But I want to talk about anything. I want to talk about the medical stuff. I want to share, and I want to do it all for free. I want to be able to talk to you about what it means as a new grad in my perspective, what my certificate meant for me in real terms, what I think is important, who am I, how my hobbies make me a better person or a better vet, everything. I want to be able to talk about that in a way that feels sincere. And I think so much about social media feels so pressured and forced and insincere, curated. And you know what? There's a space for it, and there's people I know and people I've seen and people that create fantastic work. But I personally, that's not the speed I can go at. I want people to feel like they're sat here in this car, staring at this rainy background. I want you to feel like you're here. So that's kind of where I want to go with this. At any point that you guys feel like you want something different, just say. But I have a few ideas. I feel like just give you slightly different angles on what it means to be where I'm at, and just pick up my camera and go with it. And some things might be a bit more curated, but the essence will be the same. To share something that's meaningful, is in line with the person that I am, how I got to where I got to, and also that it's free and open, and I'm not doing things for the sake of doing it for public opinion, but because I care about sharing, and that's it, and that's all it has to be. And we'll see where we go with that. And I want to re-engage with the community in a way that feels so much more honest. Hopeful that even if it's a very small niche community, that it will feel like a very important part of my commitment to sharing. And that's where it's going to start, and long may it continue. So if you're intrigued or want to stay on this journey and talk to me as an individual, as someone, a peer, hopefully you can follow me and share with me on this journey, and we'll take it from there, and hopefully see you soon.